The important thing to think about is what do we as designers in the built environment now, what do we need to be doing? Because this is happening around us. There are certain things that we're being asked to respond to, but I think we need to bear in mind that we're designing things which will have a 60, 80, 100-year life, and will pass through this whole transitional period, and they will need to adapt. And being responsible about it, I think we need to be designing in adaptability and flexibility to take advantage of this new environment that will happen in our streets.
What I'm really excited about with the advent of this new electric vehicle is that we're actually going to see a change in how cities are designed. There's some worry that maybe it'll start to push suburban development where people will actually move outside of the city. But I think that it will actually increase density. I think that we'll start to, instead of pushing and prioritizing cars and prioritizing roads, we'll actually start to rebuild the city for people. So we'll start to make streets that are actually human-scaled. People are comfortable walking around, that there's more space for housing. There's better housing that is pedestrianly accessed, and that will actually allow for more investment in urban infrastructure, things like public transit, which will actually decrease the necessity of electric vehicles. We'll have fewer electric cars, but we'll have fewer cars entirely because we'll have better cities to walk around in, better cities to have public transit in.
Well, the huge challenge is the pavement space, and we're talking about electric vehicles, we're also talking about automated vehicles, we're talking about controlled automated vehicles. And what you've got to imagine is you've got a swarm of black pods, larger and smaller, all trying to intersect with humans at some particular point, be it a station, a nightclub, just a birthday party. Those crossovers and those human interactions with the vehicles are the big challenge.
Wouldn't it be amazing if you got clean, quiet streets? Suddenly we can open up our windows and let our buildings breathe. And all of that energy that's used for cooling buildings, for conditioning buildings, for humidifying or dehumidifying suddenly goes away. And we have people that inside buildings that can connect with the outside world, that can hear birdsong, or maybe a very quiet vehicle outside charged by wind power. But yeah, I think it's really interesting.
If you get rid of the combustion engine and you have an electric car, then that car can go inside a theater, inside a supermarket, inside your home. And so long, it's no longer that kind of object that you have to put in a garage or leave on the street. It can be part of the infrastructure, and it be part of the infrastructure in terms of the power wall idea of energy in your car being able to power the energy of your home. And then you can receive the energy from your home to then drive to your next destination. Maybe you could even bring your car up a lift to the 36th story of your home and actually use the seating and the lighting and the stereo of your car as part of your autonomous home.